มาแล้วครับเดี๋ยวผมลองพูดแป๊บนึงฮัลโหลดีเลย์นิดนึงครับแต่ไม่มากเท่าไหร่เหมือนว่ามันจะปรับให้เป็นเวลาปกติไม่ได้มันทำได้แค่นี้
It's time you learned the transformation spell. After you've completed the required tasks, which I'm certain will prove useful in finishing your field guide,
เดี๋ยว
attend
เรา
my
ลองแบบ
class to
ตั้งค่า
learn
จ
the
อย
new
สักพักก่อน
spell.
ไหมครับจะได้แบบเล่น
Afterwards, we
จ
will
อยได้
discuss
ย
your
าว
progress thus far in the term. ๆอันนี้ต้องกลับฮอกวอตส์ก่อนไปเอาหน้าหนังสือในห้องสมุดได้เลยครับเดี๋ยวผมช่วยแค่ตอนที่แบบคุณบัวหาไม่เจอนะครับผมอยากดูคุณบัวเล่นเรื่อยๆ
That book Professor Weasley asked me to find should be around here somewhere.
Looking for the book Intermediate Transfiguration?
Professor Weasley asked me to, get something from that book. May I have it?
Did she now? I'll give you this book if you humour me by answering a few questions from my quiz.
Quiz?
Some people call bits of knowledge trivia. I would argue that no knowledge is trivial. Hence, I have created a small quiz, just for fun, focusing mainly on the lore of the wizarding world. None of the other students will try it, no matter how many times I ask. They all say they have enough with schoolwork. Ugh, they don't value knowledge the way I do. Surely you're interested. I'll even start you off with a few of my easiest questions.
ต้องรับครับ
A quiz sounds like fun.
Splendid! Just a few questions and then I'll hand over this book. Let us begin. Before the invention of the golden snitch, which magical creature was used in a game of Quidditch?
อันนี้ผมไม่ค่อยแน่ใจฮะแต่น่าจะเป็นสนิทเจ็ต
The golden
น่าจะเป็นส
snitch.
นักเกอร์
Correct
สนักเกอร์
The Snidget was first introduced to Quidditch in 1269
Oh,
by a
cool,
wizard
cool.
named Barbarous Bragg. Sadly, they're thought to be
คำ
extinct.
ถามพวกนี้มันเป็นแบบ
Next question.
ความรู้แฮร์รี่
Which potion
ผม
is
ไม่ค่อย
commonly
แน่นเท่าไหร่
referred to as liquid luck?
น้ำยาน้ำโชคน่าจะอันแรกครับ
Felix Felicis.
Well done. Since it makes the drinker temporarily lucky, Felix Felicis is a banned substance in all organized competitions. The tale of the three brothers involves which magical artifacts?
เครื่องรางยมทูตครับ อัน
The
นี้เป็น
Deathly
ในหนัง
Hallows.
ผมพอจำได้
Correct. According to Beedle the Bard, the Deathly Hallows consists of the Elder Wand, the Resurrection Stone, and the Cloak of Invisibility. Which ball in Quidditch is the largest?
ใหญ่สุดโหใหญ่สุดนี่ผมจำไม่ได้ อืม เอาเป็นควอฟเฟิลก็ได้ครับ
The quaffle.
That's right. When a chaser
jump
throws
right
the
down.
quaffle through one of 3 hoops in a Quidditch match, their team is awarded 10 points. True or false? Polyjuice potion allows the drinker to change species.
อันนี้ไม่จริงครับไม่จริง
False.
Correct. While Polyjuice potion can be used to change things such as age or race, it cannot be used to change species. Well, I suppose this has gone on long enough. I'll put the book back on the pedestal now. If you're inclined to test your knowledge again, I have plenty more questions I could ask you. And I won't be giving you any more easy questions either. The next ones will be more difficult.
เอาเป็นไว้ก่อนครับ ไปถาม
I
เพิ่ม
don't have
เดี๋ยว
time for
น่า
a
จะ
quiz
เจอ
at the
คำถาม
moment.
ยาก
Let me know if you change your mind. I put the book back on the pedestal for you.
Revelio ought to make quick work of this.
Want to test your knowledge on some more difficult questions?
I don't have time for a quiz at the moment.
Let me know if you change your mind.
ๆอ้าว
Revelio.
น่าจะต้องลองใช้ไอ้รีเวดิโอดู
Professor Weasley's tasks are complete. I should attend Transfiguration. Revelio.
Can we meet at the Three Broomsticks? It may finally be safe since we rescued the dragon from Horntail Hall. Beautiful.
Goodness.
Settle down, settle down. Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now, you all know what to do.
ได้ใช้ครับ เป็นคาถาที่สนุกมากเลยฮะอันนี้
Beautifully done. Class is dismissed. And remember, now is not the time to ease off your studying. OWLs will be here before you know it.
You wanted to discuss my progress so far this term, Professor.
I did. You seem to have had no trouble in getting up to speed. And frankly, excelling in your schoolwork this year.
Thank you, Professor. The extra assignments have been helpful.
As I suspected they would be. Now, it seems you've been making good use of the opportunities presented by your field guide. Of course, the guide isn't the only measure of success. I've heard that you can brew an impressive Edurus potion. Hopefully, you won't need it anytime soon, but it is a valuable potion to have when it is needed.
Thank you, Professor.
I will say I'm especially impressed with all you've accomplished in light of the rumors of your extracurricular activities. Were your meetings with Professor Black's house elf and exploration of various caves down by the lake connected in any way to Professor Fig?
อันนี้ตอบว่าตอนแรกผมตอบไปว่าเกี่ยวครับ เหมือนว่าศาสตราจารย์เขาอยากรู้เกี่ยวกับไอ้นี่น่าจะบอกไปก็ได้
Professor Fig has encouraged me to explore when I can in an effort to complete my field guide.
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that your classwork and field guide are designed to educate you thoroughly. It'll be the end of the year in no time, and you'll want to be well prepared for your OWLs. I'll provide a final assessment at that time to ensure that you're ready for your exams. Until then, well done. You are dismissed. If you wish to practice the spell you just learned, the training dummy is available. Glad to see you were paying close attention to my demonstration of the transformation spell.
พอแปลงเป็นถังแล้วเราสามารถโยนได้ด้วย
Accio, Wingardium Leviosa. Repulsor.
Since our visit to
ผมชอบ
Felcroft,
มากเพราะว่า
something dawned on
มัน
me
จะ
about
มี
the trick.
อัพสกิลเวล22ครับทำให้เป็นถังระเบิดได้ด้วย เป็นเควสหลักครับ ต้องไปเมืองแรก เป็นคาถาระเบิดครับ เป็นคาถาที่ผมยังไม่ได้เลย ผมหาไม่เจอ แล้วก็คิริดอร์ ถ้าจับได้คุณบัวก็จะได้คาถาระเบิดหรือคุณบัวลองไปทำไอ้นี่ก่อนไหมครับไอ้พวกศาสตร์มืดใช่ครับแปลงเป็นถังระเบิดแล้วดีมากเลยแบบทำดาเมจแรงมากผมใช้เพราะว่าผมไม่มีศาสตร์มืดนะก็เลยเวิร์กแต่ว่าถ้าคุณบัวจะเล่นสายศาสตร์มืดก็ไม่จำเป็นนะเว้ยคุณโดโดมาครับ อันนี้เป็นสายน้ำยาครับไม่ค่อยได้ใช้เท่าไหร่แต่ที่ผมใช้จะใช้เป็นไอตัวกะหล่ำดีมาก
Meet me at the Overlook, just north of the Forbidden Forest.
translated the book with all her
คุณบัวไปไอ้นี่ไหมครับไปหาเขาเรียกว่าอะไรนะมันจะ
I
มี
have
เควส
another idea.
ที่ได้คาถา
I
ต้อง
think
ห้า
we
มอ
may
ยู่
be able to find what we need at a goblin mine south of Hogwarts. Meet me there. Who speaks gobbledygook?
ไม่ใช่เควสหลักครับเคว
I
ส
remember
ได้คาถา
Omid
ต้องห้ามเป็นเควส
mentioning
รอง
something about gobbledygook.
น่าจะเป็นไอภายใต้เงาแห่งสายเลือด ใช่ครับอันนี้
There you are. The cross one's duelist to beat.
ใช่ครับใช่ อยู่ในฮอกวอตส์ใช่ครับวาร์ปไปได้เลย เห็นครับ เห็นครับผม
Anything to do with the dark art should be avoided. It's too risky.
Anything to
Uncle.
do with Salazar Slytherin is worth the risk.
I can't agree. And I'll not say a word more. I'm sorry.
I won't give up.
Confringo! Incendio! What were you and Ominous speaking about?
He's being ridiculous. Apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here in Hogwarts. Ominous swears it was used for the dark arts, so he wants nothing to do with it. I reminded him that Anne needs a cure. This scriptorium could hold the answers we need.
The dark arts do pique my interest.
There's more to dark magic than people realize. The Gaunts know this better than most. Perhaps I've spoken out of turn. Ominous's family history is personal to him.
I understand. You needn't tell me if you don't want to.
If I were you, I'd be begging for more details.
It's not that I'm not interested, and you can certainly trust me if you want to tell me anything.
Ominous learned dark magic from his parents. Are you familiar with the Cruciatus curse?
ใช่ครับตอบไม่รู้จัก
What does the Cruciatus curse do?
It's known as the torture curse, Crucio. It inflicts intense, excruciating pain on the victim. Apparently, his parents and older siblings had no qualms about casting it on muggles for sport. Ominous described the sound of the victim's cries as horrific, so the first time he was asked to cast it himself as a child, he couldn't bring himself to do it. As punishment, his family cast it on him. The anguish was so bad that when asked to cast it again, he relented. I have repeatedly assured Ominous that he did what he had to, but he still hasn't forgiven himself.
How horrible. Poor Ominous, he was only a child. He shouldn't blame himself.
After that incident, the rift between Ominous and his family only grew. That is until I came along. Every moment he isn't at Hogwarts, he's with us in Feldcroft. Ominous trusts me. And more often than not, he winds up listening to me. I'll remind him of that when I follow up about the scriptorium. Watch for my owl. I'll have news soon enough. I'll make Ominous understand. He'll change his mind.
น่าจะใช่ครับ เดี๋ยวมันจะมีเควสต่อ ลองเดินเล่นก่อนก็ได้ครับ เดี๋ยวน่าจะมา
Mrs. Darling charms his dire. Nothing.
หรือไม่ก็อาจจะต้องแบบลองเช็คเควสดู อันนี้ไม่ใช่ครับอืมมันจะเป็นเควสที่ขึ้นว่าจะได้ครูซิโออืมแสดงว่าต้องรอจริงๆเราไปทำเควสหลักรอก็ได้ครับ
Let's go!
อันนี้เราต้องความเท่อะ แต่จะช้านิดนึงเอ๊ะตรงนี้ผมไม่เคยมาเลยอ๋อมันคือไอ้นี่หรือเปล่าฮอกมีดมุมสูง
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
It doesn't look good, I can tell you that. I'll fix him, that charm grinder.
Poppy น่าจะอยู่ในร้านครับ
Glad you came.
Wish I had the courage to go into the forest.
Revelio.
I hate to see a creature get put down like that. But trolls have no business in Hogsmeade.
This is a change of pace from our last outing.
Don't remind me. The thought of that tent still makes my blood boil. I've been thinking about those poor dragons in the fighting ring. The collars they were wearing, they appeared to be goblin silver. I think a collar is precisely what we found at that poacher camp. I've never known poachers to use anything like that before.
The dragon that attacked my carriage was wearing a collar. And Professor Fig was genuinely baffled by its behavior.
อันนี้เหร
That
อครับ
attack
อันนี้ผมไม่
always
ได้มา
did
ทำเลยครับ
strike me as a little strange, seemingly coming out of nowhere. Surely you aren't suggesting that the collars somehow control the poor creatures?
Exactly.
Merlin, I don't think the dragon we set free was wearing a collar, but we should check. And if we can find her, we can return her egg.
That's a good idea. We need to see this through.
I'll start looking into it right away. There was something else that I wanted to discuss with you. I didn't want to press it before, It seems I may have caused you more trouble with Victor Rookwood. Why is he after you?
Rookwood is working with Ranrock, and Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts. Fig had a port key that led us there after the dragon attack. It's a bit of a long story, and Fig had asked that I not speak of it yet.
Goodness. Well, that certainly helps to shed light on what we saw at the tent. Don't worry, I'll guard your secret as if it were my own. I shan't press for more details. In fact, I should probably be going. I'd like to track that dragon down as soon as I can. I'll let you know when I have news of her location.
น่าจะต้องรอจดหมายเหมือนของไอ้เนี่ยเหมือนของเซบาสเตียน